I mean, you can see this water is just rushing under the gate. You can actually hear the roar of it as it...
I'm just so darn bummed. All anyone wants to talk about is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump? Isn't he the one that's like, you're all losers?
I'm giggling already.
Welcome back to our ACDN-TV homecoming episode. It's Friday, October 9th, and I'm Gordon Parks. Joining me today is Katya Liu. Welcome, Katya.
Thanks, Gordon. We have quite a lot to cover today, and we will hear from ACDN-TV reporter Katie Moran, who covered last week's pep rally, homecoming preparations, and the football game.
But first, let's go to ACDN-TV reporter Jordan Shiflett, who was at the dance last Saturday and reported on the journey to Arabian Nights.
Student Council has always given the tremendous task of taking care of homecoming weekend. This past Saturday, Carrington Moyer and Emily Feevick put on a beautiful set as the Arabian Nights theme has been displayed.
The crowning ceremony was memorable, as always. Although Hannah Fisher was announced as the homecoming queen Thursday night at the football game, she was formally crowned the night of the dance. Meredith Bachman was then announced as the princess. All of the members of the court were so happy to be a part of this weekend.
Hi Meredith, what are you feeling at this moment?
I'm super honored to be on court with such a great group of girls, and I'm really happy for Hannah.
Okay, thank you Meredith.
The Student Council did a magnificent job at transforming the cafeteria to the Middle East for their Arabian Nights. Dance-goers were given a surprise. Shortly into the dance, the power went out and left the students in pitch black for a good 15 minutes. The teachers and chair people fixed the problem and got the dance moving again. In all, students enjoyed their night.
Hi Katie, how was your first homecoming experience?
Well, I really liked it, but when the lights went out and the power shut off, that wasn't really fun because we had to stop and everything, but I like it so far.
Okay, thank you Katie.
It was quite a weekend for students as the council members had to juggle priorities in case of the poor weather. But good planning prevailed and students were successfully transported to the Middle East for a fun-filled dance that crowned new homecoming royalty in Hannah Fisher. For ACDN-TV, I'm Jordan Shiflett.
Thanks, Jordan. Well, it's official. New findings from NASA last week confirm evidence of present-day liquid water on the planet Mars. But before you start thinking of a second home there, know that the water is basically undrinkable. It is full of salts called percolates, which can be toxic to humans. To put it in perspective, it is saltier than the saltiest water on Earth. Despite this, the more scientists study Mars, the more they can learn about how life could be supported and where the resources to support life in the future. But now, let's go to Mason Moore, who has the scoop on sports. Mason?
Thanks, Gordon. Welcome to another week of sports. The girls' tennis team ended their season last Wednesday and competed in leagues yesterday at Conestoga Valley. I'll be talking to some of the girls next week to talk about their successful season. Last Thursday, the football team suffered a tough loss to Elko by a final score of 40-39. The annual Steve Johnson Memorial Award was presented after the game. This year's winner was senior fullback Will Langen, who rushed for 112 yards on 25 attempts and had a TD. In the world of soccer, the boys rolled over Lebanon Catholic and moved to 11-2 on the season. The girls beat Lancaster Mennonite for the first time ever on Tuesday, 1-0, thanks to Reagan Hess's goal in the 97th minute. And finally, the field hockey team continued their great season as they picked up another win Tuesday by a final score of 3-1, moving to 10-4 on the season. They currently sit in second place in the section with a record of 8-2. That's all for this week's sports. I'm Mason Moore. Now back to you guys.
Last week saw historic flooding in the east, especially in South Carolina as a result of Hurricane Joaquin. Water levels hit 2 feet in some places, while cost related to flood damages is climbing towards $1 billion. Unfortunately, many people do not have flood insurance, causing much of that $1 billion to be paid out of pocket. First responders received more than 750 rescue calls in 12 hours, mainly due to cars becoming stuck in high waters. And now we'll go to Katie Moran, who got an inside look at last week's pep rally, homecoming game, and preparations. Katie?
After a lively Spirit Week, homecoming officially began last Thursday with the first pep rally of the year. Organized and led by AC Elite, everyone got really excited for the dance and game.
One word, confidence. We feel very confident in this game.
I think we know what to do tonight. Even though it changed on a Thursday, I think we'll be okay, and I think we'll come out with the win.
I'm feeling good. I'm really excited because there's a hurricane on the way. I mean, they have every right to reschedule it.
To create hype for the homecoming game that night, the pep rally was emceed by seniors Lucas Bush and Adam Fox. In addition, the cheerleaders, fall sports players, and the homecoming court were all showcased. Highlights of the rally included the homecoming court involved in an obstacle course type game, a solid round to finish the lyrics, and a special Wounded Warriors presentation by the field hockey team. The Spirit Stick ultimately ended up in the hands of the freshmen after initially going to the seniors. But the teachers decided to hand it to the freshmen after their performance during a chant led by the cheerleaders. Students really like the morale that a pep rally gives.
What I like most about pep rallies is hanging out with my friends.
Hello.
Amanda. And supporting AC and the band and the cheerleaders and all the sports. Go AC.
Hannah Fisher is the official winner.
Freshmen are better!
Feels good.
Yeah! Go freshmen!
The freshmen won the Spirit Stick, and it's ours, not the seniors.
It was my first time being DJ Mac Daddy. I have 2 microphones. I thought it went pretty well. The freshmen surprised me. I was a little disappointed in our seniors at the end there.
The game that night was a close matchup between AC and the Elko Raiders. Although the Dutchmen were down in the first half, we came back with a tough running game that couldn't be stopped. The game went into overtime with a close loss for the Dutchmen by 1 point. Although we lost, students still loved how close the game was.
Okay, the weather is definitely a downfall, but AC is persevering.
It's unfortunate that they lost, but it's good that they represented our school well.
Halftime was special for the court, as they were announced and Hannah Fisher was crowned queen.
Carolyn is the daughter of Rick and Nicole Enoch and resides in Annville. On the back, baby. Hannah Fisher.
I'm very excited. It was an awesome experience to be on court with these 5 girls and even the 10 girls before. It's awesome to be able to represent your school and your class like this, and it's just an awesome experience.
How many people get to say that they were on the same bus as the homecoming queen as a kid? Not very many, but I can say that, and I feel starstruck. It's awesome.
I'm going to the dance with no wires, and I'm really excited to see what student council did this year.
It's now been proven that AC students can brave the cold, fit entirely on one side of the gym, and dance with no music. Thank you to Mr. Kreiser and Student Council for organizing last week. For ACDN-TV, I'm Katie Moran.
This is a reminder to anyone taking the PSATs that there will take place Wednesday in the cafeteria during periods 1 through 4. And the annual Powder Puff football game is right around the corner. It's coming up in 2 weeks on Thursday, October 22nd.
That's right, Gordon. And the Wizards basketball game is also next month on Tuesday, November 3rd. A lot of tickets have already been sold, so be sure to get yours and don't miss out on this one-of-a-kind fun night to help raise money for 4 Diamonds. And all students will be thrilled to be reminded that we don't have school on Monday in recognition of Columbus Day.
Cheers to that one, Katya. That's all we've got. For ACDN-TV, I'm Gordon Parks.
And I'm Katya Liu.
We'll see you next week.
The rhythm of the night, oh yeah. The rhythm of the night, this is the rhythm of my life, oh yeah. The